Hey everybody, welcome back to, hey everybody, welcome to the first ever organized WonderShop year-end awards.
Might as well say this is our actual first annual awards.
Well, I mean, we've done this award show before, but this time we're actually organized.
Yeah.
If you've been following with our deliberations, we've been trimming the fat on our nominees, so we're actually organized this time. It's not a jumbled mess like it was last time.
Yeah, so like I said, you might as well say this is our official awards.
Yeah, our official awards.
Yeah.
He is mainstream Mel. This is Roddy Dotty Rodimus Prime.
What's up?
And I am the War Machine, the face that runs the place. The champ of the camp.
Listen, you can't mess with me anymore, so I'm used to it.
Oh, we'll find ways to mess with you. Anyways, like we said, this is our year-end awards. So, this is from early point of 2017 until, well, now.
As we are recording this.
Yep. This is the Saturday before 2018. So, let's go ahead and start off with Rookie of the Year. The nominees are Mr. Billion and One Nicknames, David Starr. The second nominee is the standout winner of the Mae Young Classic. Almost forgot the tourney. Kyrie Sane. Of course, the third candidate is another competitor in the Mae Young Classic and an NXT favorite, Bianca Belair. And our final nominee is the NXT cult following, if you will, Aleister Black.
Yep.
Now this was a tough one to nail down, but we nailed it down in like a second. The winner of Rookie of the Year goes to Aleister Black. He has been phenomenal since we first got to introduce to him as Tommy in the exhibition of the UK tournament.
Yep.
Where he had a stellar match against Neville. It's weird that he lost, but I'm not complaining.
Oh well.
But since then, he has won our hearts and our minds with his awesome theme song and his awesome character work. Not to mention that fantastic rivalry with The Dream.
Yes. Which we'll talk about a little later.
Which we'll talk about a little later. Rodimus, want to do the honors for the next award?
Alright, the next award is Tag Team of the Year. Now, like we mentioned during our deliberations, there have been some pretty good tag teams. So therefore, we're going to go with the nominees. We trimmed it down to War Machine.
Not this guy.
Not this guy. The Usos, The New Day, and the Young Bucks.
One sweep.
One sweep.
One sweep.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. And the winner of the 2017 WonderShop Tag Team of the Year goes to the Usos.
Yeah.
Now, the Usos, since turning heel, they've made a fan out of me. After that match with New Day from Hell in a Cell, and they have done tremendous work since then. I hope they keep that character work going. Please do not turn them babyface with the whole face paint. No disrespect, but what they got going now, it's beyond incredible.
Well, the later days of their face turn really lost me. I got tired of seeing them everywhere, and it was just rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Since they've turned heel, they have made a fan out. They have made me, well, be a fan again of them.
Yep.
It's really fantastic.
Yep.
Mainstream, would you like to do the honors for our next category?
Our next category will be Best Male Wrestler. And we narrow down the contenders to Tetsuya Naito, Kenny Omega, Kushida, and Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah.
And the best male wrestler goes to Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah.
Rainmaker!
Rainmaker Sale.
Yeah.
He's put on one hell of a resume this year in matches alone.
Yeah, from the likes of course, Kenny Omega, Cody at the G1 Special, Evil from LIJ. He even took on the likes of Bad Luck Fale from Bullet Club. He's done it all.
He's even taken on in a wicked match. He even took on an OG of the New Japan scene, Shibata.
Yes, Katsuyori Shibata with that wicked headbutt. Like I said, this guy, he's had one stellar year. He was ranked by PWI as the #1 wrestler in the world, the first ever non-American wrestler to get that prestigious nomination. So congratulations to him.
Not to mention, he is the longest reigning and defending New Japan champion, the pro wrestling champion.
Yeah, IWGP heavyweight.
IWGP.
Yeah. But you were close, though.
Yeah.
You were close. So, yeah, he's had one stellar year, and going into 2018, no slacking from him.
Especially with his Wrestle Kingdom match against Tetsuya Naito, a rematch, years in the making.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the next category, Best Female Wrestler. We have Naomi, Feel the Glow, Miss Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
No one is ready for Asuka.
Hell no.
And of course, Boss,
Boss.
Sasha Banks.
Huh?
And the winner of Best Female Wrestler is... I mean, this ain't rocket science. The undefeated, unstopped, no one is ready for Asuka.
No.
Now, she did suffer an injury in her last TakeOver match, but that's a pretty good way to get the belt off of her.
Yeah.
Unstopped, undefeated. She basically shot herself in the foot to lose the title.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's a good story to tell. Especially where she came back and gave Ember Moon her newly won title.
Yeah. She has definitely made a mark within the NXT Women's Division. The longest reigning NXT Women's Champion.
In fact,
523 days.
In fact, the longest reigning NXT champ.
Yes.
She's even beaten most of the modern day WWE champion reigns.
True.
Like Mr. But that's for another day.
Yep.
Rodimus, you're up next.
Alright. Feud of the year. Now, there have been some feuds within WWE, Ring of Honor, New Japan, even Impact, what's left of it, if you still watch it, so on and so forth. So let's get on with the nominees. Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns, Kenny Omega versus Okada, New Day versus Usos, The Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black. How could we not forget about that? And the winner for Feud of the Year goes to Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. Now, these two have had one stellar trilogy of matches. I mean, from their Wrestle Kingdom match / January 4th, their Dominion match from June 11th, and then the G1 Climax close to the end of the tournament.
Where Kenny finally got that win.
He finally hit him with the One-Winged Angel, and then, like I mentioned, Dominion, the infamous 60-minute draw. I mean, my God, how could you not love those three matches? I mean, all three matches went beyond.
They went the distance.
They went the distance. Thank you.
They were going for speed.
And I think combined, their matches went like 2 hours or so.
Yeah, I mean, it really isn't fair to call this a feud because it's not, a traditional back and forth type feud like what we got here.
Yep.
But it is definitely a solid contender with all the story pieces in place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the first match, Omega never being able to hit the One-Winged Angel, to their second match where Cody tried to throw in the towel on behalf of Omega and that collapse.
Yeah.
And then
I think, not to cut you off, but that was one of the highlights of the match when Okada went for the Rainmaker and Kenny Omega just collapsed.
Yeah.
That was one of the big highlights of that match at Dominion.
And then the third match, he finally hit the One-Winged Angel, and he finally got that win over Okada.
Yes. So, these two have definitely had a rivalry for the ages, and Dave Meltzer definitely rated those matches from 5 stars to 6 stars to 7 stars. Fuck it. It's beyond 5 stars.
He's probably going to hit 10 stars on their next match.
Yeah. But mainstream, why don't you hit us with the next category?
The next category is Tournament of the Year, and we've got the G1 Climax 2017, WCPW Pro Wrestling World Cup, Best of the Super Junior 2017 and Quato Cup. And the winner for Tournament of the Year is the Quato Cup.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of story in the Cueto Cup.
Yep.
Especially, which led to one of our most infamous matches on this list, the Hell of War match. But we'll get to that in a little bit.
The Cueto Cup, you know, with the, you know, all the tournaments that we've seen have been pretty good, but the Cueto Cup, I mean, it definitely was spectacular to watch. I mean, you never knew what was going to happen, and it definitely paid off in a big way.
Oh yeah. Next match, damn it.
Next category.
Next category is Brand of the Year. Now this time we combined Raw and SmackDown into one brand known as the main roster.
Yep.
That got trimmed immediately.
Yes.
So we have NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, WCPW now rebranded as Defiant, and Lucha Underground. And the winner is... We are NXT!
NXT, I mean, for the short while that it's been around, it has definitely made its mark on the wrestling scene, not just WWE. I mean, it's definitely brought out some of the best talent, you know, talent that we never heard of that we're fans of now. From Finn Balor, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Kevin Owens, Big E,
Aleister Black,
Adam Cole, baby! Even though he's been around, but still, you know, NXT's just amazing. And, you know, they got their latest TakeOver show coming up in Philadelphia. And we've said it 1,000 times, not one bad TakeOver show yet. So, I mean, NXT, it's still doing great.
I mean, it definitely busts up the humdrum of Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And watching it on TV and experiencing it live, it doesn't feel like there is a difference.
Mm-mm.
I mean, with the exception of small stuff like that platform that Aleister Black is on.
Yeah.
You know, some small touches. Other than that, I mean, the intensity carries over.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, on to you, Ron.
All right, best overall match. All right, let's see. The nominees are Okada versus Omega 1, Usos versus New Day.
No, you missed one.
Oh, AJ Styles versus John Cena from the Royal Rumble. I did mention Okada, Omega 1 from Wrestle Kingdom. New Day versus Usos from Hell in a Cell, and Killshot versus Dante Fox from Ultima Lucha Tres, that Hell of War match. And this is no secret. This is automatic. We voted this the Hell of War match.
Now, despite being voted best overall match, after we saw this match, night one of Lucha Underground, I automatically deemed that this Hell of War match will also pick up most extreme match of the year.
Yes, it was very brutal, very intense. The big highlight of the match is when Killshot's...
No, Killshot went through a plate of plexiglass to lose the First Blood match. Dante Fox got put through a barbed wire board. I went back and watched this match, and it's so good.
Yeah.
And then the piece that we always talk about is Dante Fox getting double foot stomped on the gurney. And when he falls off, there's a chunk of flesh still left on the gurney.
Sick.
I can't forget about Dante Fox's infamous fall from the perch through the plate glass.
Yeah.
2 layers of that bitch. 2 layers.
That was pretty nasty. So, mainstream, hit us with Breakout Star of the Year.
Alright, our next category is Breakout Star of the Year. We have Velveteen Dream, Juice Robinson,
Juice,
Cody Rhodes, and Braun Strowman.
Bro!
And the winner is...
The Juice Robinson.
No relation.
No relation to this guy.
Yeah, Juice Robinson has really stood out this year amongst the sea of New Japan talent. Rodimus, go ahead and fill us in.
You know, everybody knows Juice Robinson as the former CJ Parker from NXT. He had this hippie emo type gimmick, which was
This Captain Planet gimmick.
yeah. I think What Culture talked about that on one of their top tens. How we went from that to coming to New Japan and actually breaking out. You know, he had a big match at Destruction. No, I think it was Power Struggle. Power Struggle.
Yeah, against Kenny.
Against Kenny for the United States Championship. Pretty good match. I'm thinking of Beretta. He took on Kenny at Destruction. Anyway, I will not be surprised if Juice Robinson is not holding gold sometime in New Japan come 2018, because I mean, like I said, he took on Omega for the U.S. title. He took on Naito for the Intercontinental title. Came close to winning, but you know he's primed to do big things in 2018 in New Japan. So I mean, sky's the limit for one Juice Robinson.
Coincidentally, like 3/4 of our nominees have made What Cultures or Cultaholics breakthrough.
Yeah.
It's either What Culture or Cultaholic. I forget who.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they did a breakout. I think it was yesterday. And like Velveteen, Juice, and Braun Strowman made it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, best male wrestler of the year. We have Tetsuya Naito, Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, and Big Dog My Earth Reigns.
Tactical vest wearing Roman Reigns.
Okay, we were trying to be as non-biased as we can with this list, and he has improved. Sadly, he didn't win. So, it was a New Japan boy that won this one.
Yep.
And the winner is... You people shouldn't be surprised by this one. The Cleaner, Kenny Omega.
One sweet.
One sweet, one winged angel, and pretty soon, one alpha versus one omega.
Yes.
That is enough about that. Rodimus, take us away.
Alright, female wrestler of the year. Now, there have been some pretty stellar females to grace the square and circle in the professional wrestling industry this year.
And one that has disgraced the pro wrestling industry, but we are not going to talk about her.
No, she is not to be mentioned in this conversation.
Slut whore bitch.
I would go that far. That's a bit too far.
But we got what he was saying, though. We got what he was saying.
She's a horrible human being. We confirmed.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's just get on with the nominees. Nominees are Impact Wrestling's own Rosemary, Naomi from SmackDown Live, Alexa Bliss from Monday Night Raw, and the Boss, Sasha Banks. And we all divided, voted unanimously. It is Alexa Bliss. Fight for your fury. She is now the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion, 4-time Women's Champion to be exact.
She was the first to win Raw and SmackDown Gold.
Yeah. And you know, I saw somewhere it was talking about her and Becky Lynch, how they came up, how they've won championship gold on the main roster, despite never winning the women's championship in NXT.
Yeah.
And that says a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's definitely improved. I feel like she'll be one of the underrated stars in wrestling next year. She'll have a breakout year. And I feel like she'll continue to improve as time goes along.
Hopefully Creative won't do her again like they did earlier this year.
Oh, God, let's not talk about that segment.
You know what? Let's talk about that, because that wins worst segment of the year.
Oh, God.
Bailey, This Is Your Life. That wins worst segment of the year.
That was stupid.
It was bad, but the best part about it was they referenced it the next week, and Kurt Angle said that is a horrible idea, and mentioned how bad the last one was.
Yeah, because ratings for that show were just fucking horrible.
It was a terrible. It was a terrible segment. That's what it was, segment. But God damn it, Alexa Bliss tried.
Yeah, well, through no fault of her own. It's not her fault. It's
the writing.
It's the writing, the idiocy of the creative, and damn it,
she tried.
She tried. It was literally, we were watching this, and you could hear like the air conditioner go off in the building. The crowd was quiet. Nobody gave a fuck. People watching at home didn't give a fuck. This guy drinking his drink didn't give a fuck.
No.
This guy with his aviators didn't give a fuck. We never gave a fuck. That's how bad the segment was.
So it wins worst segment of the year.
Oh Lord. Mainstream. Do us the honors. Match of the year.
Alright, next category and final category is match of the year. It's Okada versus Omega 2 for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship in Dominion 2017 on June 11, 2017. And you got Joe Hendry versus Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll for the triple threat match for the WCPW Championship. Refuse to lose. October 2nd of this year. Then you got WonderShop versus Dante Fox Hell for War match. Ultimate Lucha Trace Part 1, September 24th of this year. And then Bate versus Don 3 for the WWE UK Championship NXT earlier this month, basically, December 20th.
Yep.
And our winner is, of course, Okada versus Omega 2.
I mean, literally, I could go on and on and on and on and on about that 60-minute draw. A lot of people have talked about the match. We've said it earlier. Okada, Omega, best trilogy this year. Best trilogy in a long time. I saw people after their first match, well, really the second match, comparing this to the likes of, like, Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat from back in the day.
Austin versus Rock.
Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair. But this rivalry was different from no other. I mean, it was no different from any other rivalry. And I mean, like I said, I could sound like a broken record talking about how great it was.
Well, with that being said, it's time for my award. I was going to call it the War Machine Greatest of All Time award, or Greatest of All Year award, but that's too long. So how about the GOAT award? And the GOAT for 2017 is Chris freaking Jericho.
Oh, we gotta do the golf clap.
Anyway, he's knocked it out of the park with all the cool shit he has done / is going to do,
Yes.
including Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Yeah.
Where to start? The list of Jericho would be a good place to start. Him becoming a Grand Slam champion, winning his first WWE United States Championship, and then getting it after WrestleMania. Then he puts together a wrestling tournament on a boat.
Yep.
Let's see.
After Power Struggle, he called out Kenny Omega and challenged him to a match.
Yeah.
You thought I was gonna pop you.
Yeah, I kind of thought. Anyway, he put Tetsuya Naito on the list.
Yep.
I forgot about the Festival of Friendship.
How could you not forget about that? That was amazing.
One of the best segments and one of the best breakups of the year.
Yep.
Aside from DIY.
Yep.
Then he also attacked and bloodied Kenny Omega, the first time Kenny has ever bled in his entire career.
Yep.
Then he attacked Kenny at the press conference.
Yep.
And then Kenny attacked him.
Yeah, Kenny attacked him first, vice versa, so on and so forth.
And then, of course, the Wrestle Kingdom, no disqualification, United States Championship match.
That's going to be one hell of a match. Trust us.
It's already 2018 Match of the Year.
Yep. And we ain't even got the Wrestle Kingdom yet. And as we are recording this...
The Kingdom of Wrestle.
The Kingdom of Wrestle. Excuse us. It is, 4 days away as we are recording this?
Wait, when is it? The 4th?
January 4th. That's on a Wednesday.
Today's the 30th,
So it's 6 days away.
Yeah.
Because it's either 5 or 6.
It's 5.
5.
Okay, 5.
5.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for correcting.
Because I know Axis is going to show it the 6th.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, I
Me
think.
too.
Doesn't Mark Cuban own Access?
I don't know. You're the one that watches Shark Tank.
Well, I don't know if he owns the network.
I don't know either.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's going to be shown on Access.
So Chris Jericho won the GOAT of 2017 award. Congratulations to all nominees, and even bigger congrats to the winners themselves.
Yep.
So, and if you didn't get nominated, then there's always 2018 where you can bust your ass all over again. But we do appreciate everything in the wrestling community.
Yes.
Not everything per se.
But
Certain people's temperaments.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess that being said, he is Mainstream Malcolm.
Da-da-da-da.
And this is Rodimus Prime. And I am the War Machine, MJ. We will see you fuckers next time. Goodbye and good night.